Welcome, everyone. If you can understand English, if you can read English, if you can even think in English, but you still can't speak fluently, this message is for you. I want you to stay until the end, because what you're about to hear can change the way you speak forever. Most English learners are not blocked by grammar. They're not blocked by vocabulary. They're not blocked by accent. They are blocked by their own thoughts. They are trapped in silence. Not because they don't know English, but because they can't escape the noise inside their own mind. Have you ever experienced this? Someone asks you a question in English. You know the answer. You know what you want to say. But suddenly your brain panics. What if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if I embarrass myself? And while you're building the perfect sentence in your head, the moment disappears. The conversation moves on. You smile. You nod. You stay quiet. And inside, your confidence fades just a little more. If this has happened to you, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are not broken. You are not stupid. You are not lazy. You are not bad at English. You are simply thinking too much. And that is exactly what we are going to fix right here, right now. This is not a motivational speech. This is not a grammar lesson. This is a mirror. A mirror that shows you what is really blocking your mouth from opening, and how to retrain your brain and your mouth to speak English naturally, confidently, and fluently. By the time this ends, your fear will be weaker, your hesitation will shrink, and your real journey toward English fluency will begin. This is the moment you stop thinking and start talking. Let's begin. The real reason you can't speak English is simple. You are overthinking. What follows are not language problems. They are psychological blocks. And when you see them clearly, something inside you will finally break. The thing that has been holding you back for years. First, you are afraid of being wrong. This is the most dangerous fear any English learner can have. You don't want to sound foolish. You don't want people to judge your grammar. You don't want to use the wrong word. So you choose silence. But here is the truth. Every fluent English speaker once spoke broken English. They made thousands of mistakes. They were corrected. They felt embarrassed. Some were laughed at. The difference is this: they kept speaking. You don't become fluent by avoiding mistakes. You become fluent by walking directly through them. Fear is not protecting you. It is quietly destroying your fluency every single day. Second, you think in your native language first. You want to speak English, but your brain starts somewhere else. You create a sentence in your native language, then translate it into English, then try to say it. This process is slow, creates pressure, kills conversations. By the time you are ready to speak, the moment is gone. This creates a dangerous habit. Hesitation, missed chances, embarrassment, and the belief that you're not good at English. The longer this continues, the harder it becomes to open your mouth. Third, you were trained to be correct, not to communicate. In school, English was about rules, grammar, perfect sentences. Mistakes were punished. Silence was safe. So your brain learned a harmful lesson. It's better to say nothing than to say something wrong. That training stays with you even today. You wait for the perfect sentence. But real conversations don't wait. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is flow. Fluency is connection. Fluency is communication, even when it's imperfect. Fourth, your mouth has never been trained. You trained your brain. You studied rules. You watched videos. You understood everything. But your mouth never practiced. You cannot learn to dance by watching videos alone. Your feet must move. English is the same. Until your mouth forms the sounds, the words, and the sentences again and again, fluency will never arrive. Understanding is not enough. Listening is not enough. Reading is not enough. Your mouth needs daily training. Fifth, you are waiting for confidence before you speak. This is the biggest lie English learners believe. Confidence does not come first. Confidence comes after action. If you wait until you feel confident, you will wait forever. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't wait until they feel ready. They stand, they fall, they cry, and they try again. And with every attempt, confidence grows. English works the same way. You must speak while nervous. You must speak while unsure. You must speak even when your hands shake. Because every time you speak, even for a few seconds, your confidence becomes stronger. Now that you understand what's blocking you, it's time to break it. Knowing is not enough. You must act. And it starts here. Speak broken English proudly. Yes, even when it's wrong. Broken English is not failure. Broken English is the beginning of fluency. Children don't speak perfectly. They say things like, me want water or he go school. Are they correct? No. Do they stop? No. They keep speaking and they grow. You are no different. You are not weak for speaking broken English. You are brave. Silence is not safety. Silence slowly kills fluency. Every mistake strengthens your mouth. Every wrong sentence builds confidence. Every awkward moment moves you forward. Even native speakers make mistakes. They say things that are technically wrong, and they keep talking. Because real fluency is not about being right. It is about being understood. And that is where your real journey begins. I've rewritten the entire script and removed all numbers and timestamps. It's now clean, natural, and emotionally smooth, ready for use as a voiceover, video script, speech, or reading material. Fluency is born from bravery. Fluency is about being fearless. From now on, promise yourself this. I will speak broken English with pride, because my fluency is born from my bravery, not from my grammar. Even if you say things like, yesterday I go to office, or he don't coming, or I no understand. Say it, speak it, own it, fix it later, but never stop yourself before speaking. That's how people stay stuck. Fluency grows in motion, not in silence. Train your mouth, not just your mind. Now that your fear of speaking wrong is gone, we move to the most critical part of fluency building. Something most learners ignore. You must train your mouth, not just your brain. Most English learners spend years reading grammar books, watching videos, memorizing vocabulary, understanding rules, and taking notes. And after all that, they still say, I understand everything, but I can't speak. Why? Because they trained their brain but never trained their mouth. English fluency is not a memory test. It's a physical skill. It's like swimming, dancing, or singing. You can watch 1,000 videos about swimming, but until your body enters the water, you won't swim. You can memorize dance steps, but until your body moves with the music, you won't dance. You can understand perfect grammar, but until your mouth moves in rhythm with English, you will stay silent. That's why learners say, I know what to say, but I can't say it fast. I freeze in real conversations. The solution is simple. Train your mouth like an athlete trains their body, through repetition, rhythm, sound, emotion, and daily practice. Mouth training method. Choose one short sentence from a movie, video, or audio. Examples. Let me check. I'm not sure. That sounds great. Repeat it out loud multiple times with full emotion. Don't whisper. Don't sound flat like a robot. Copy the emotion, speed, energy, and music of the sentence. Then use the sentence in your own examples. That sounds great for dinner. That sounds great to me. That sounds great, but I'm busy. Create more variations and say them out loud. Do this every day with new phrases. This is your mouth training gym. Every day your mouth gets stronger. Every day your rhythm improves. Every day your voice becomes smoother. Slowly, hesitation disappears. You stop thinking. You just speak because your mouth already knows the movement. This is how actors, speakers, and confident language learners train fluency. Physically, not just mentally. Forget perfect grammar for now. Train sound. Train flow. Train movement. Your brain already knows English. Now your mouth must catch up. Mirror talk. Speak like you mean it. Every fluent speaker owns their voice. And one of the most powerful tools to build this confidence is simple. A mirror. Mirror talk means standing in front of a mirror and speaking out loud. Not whispering, not for a few seconds, but truly talking. Feels awkward. Feels uncomfortable. And that's exactly why it works. Mirror talk removes two major fears. The fear of being judged. The fear of eye contact while speaking. When someone looks at us, Many learners panic. What if I say it wrong? Where do I look? What do I do with my hands? That's not a language problem. That's a confidence problem. When you speak in front of a mirror, you train yourself to be seen while speaking. You hear your voice. You see your body language. You become your own speaking coach. How to practice mirror talk. Stand in front of the mirror and look into your own eyes. This matters because in real life you must speak while making eye contact. Choose a topic that matters to you, not textbook sentences. Real topics like what you did today, what you want in life, why you want to speak English, what scares you, what makes you happy. Emotion connects fluency. When you speak with feeling, you stop translating and start expressing. Talk for 1 minute. Use broken English if needed. Don't correct yourself. Don't stop. Just keep going. The next day, speak for 2 minutes. Then 3. Then 5. You can record yourself and watch later. Notice your hesitation. Notice your tone. Notice where your confidence breaks, and slowly fix it. Mirror talk trains 3 things at once. Mouth movement, confidence and eye contact. Emotional expression. Yes, it will feel weird at first. You'll laugh. You'll make mistakes. You'll feel silly. That's not failure, that's progress. After a few weeks, you'll see someone different in the mirror. Not a silent learner, but a confident speaker. Stop translating. Start thinking in phrases. The biggest mistake learners make is translating every word in their head. They think in their native language first, then translate into English, then try to speak. That process is too slow. Conversations don't wait. By the time you finish translating, the moment is gone. The solution is to stop thinking in single words and start thinking in phrases. Instead of building sentences word by word, learn full expressions that already exist in English. Natural phrases. Real speech. That's how real-time fluency is built. Think in chunks, not words. Fluent speakers don't think word by word. They use chunks, ready-made phrases they use every single day. For example, instead of thinking, I am not understanding, you simply say, I'm not sure. Instead of thinking, can you please tell me about, you say, can I ask you something? Instead of translating, what is the meaning of, you say, what does that mean? These phrases save time, reduce stress, and build confidence. When you think in phrases, your brain doesn't have to build sentences. It pulls out a pre-recorded block, and your mouth speaks automatically. Fluent speech is not word by word. Think about your native language. You don't stop to plan each sentence. You say it all at once with rhythm and tone. That's what phrases do for your English. How to train with phrases. Learn a small number of common phrases each day. Write them down and speak them out loud. Examples. Let me check. That makes sense. It depends. I'm not sure. Can I say something? Repeat each phrase out loud with confidence and rhythm. Use your full voice. This builds mouth memory. Then use each phrase in different sentences. Let me check my schedule. Let me check the time. Let me check that for you. This trains your brain to use phrases automatically in real conversations. After consistent phrase practice, your brain stops translating. It starts flowing. You stop hesitating and start speaking clearly. Your brain is no longer building sentences word by word. It's using fluency blocks like Lego pieces. Suddenly, you hear yourself saying, that sounds great. I don't really think so. Let's do it tomorrow. No planning. No overthinking. No fear. You don't need thousands of words to be fluent. You need a few hundred powerful phrases spoken with confidence. Start small. Repeat them. Use them. Live with them. When you speak in phrases, fluency begins. Use visual speaking prompts. If you see a picture of a beach, you can describe it easily in your native language. But can you describe it in English without freezing? Most learners struggle not because they don't understand the picture, but because they don't know how to activate English on demand. This is where visual speaking prompts help. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a partner. You just need one picture and your voice. Visual prompts force your brain to think fast, speak spontaneously, and describe real life. No translating. No memorizing. No overthinking. How to practice with visual prompts. Choose any real object or image around you. A room, food, a street, a person, your hand, your shoes. Real objects create real language. Ask yourself simple questions in English. What do I see? What is happening? What colors are there? What is the mood? How do I feel about it? Now speak out loud. For example, I see a calm beach with white sand. The water looks blue and peaceful. There are two people walking near the waves. The sky is cloudy. Feels relaxing. Was it perfect? No. Was it fluent? Yes. Because it came naturally without planning or translation. Keep talking beyond the first sentence. That's where fluency grows. Challenge yourself to speak longer each time. Even when vocabulary feels limited. Even when grammar isn't perfect. If you don't know a word, describe it another way. Use actions, shapes, or examples. This trains real communication, not memorization. Talk to yourself all day in English. One of the most powerful fluency habits is talking to yourself out loud in English. No audience. No judgment. No permission needed. When you do this, you practice freely. Activate speaking reflexes. Turn passive words into active fluency. Build the habit of thinking in English. Your daily life becomes your English classroom. Say whatever you're thinking. The road is noisy today. I need to finish that email. I love the sunshine. These are simple sentences, but they are real. Fluency is built from small, daily thoughts spoken consistently. How to start? Choose a short time each day. While getting ready, eating, or walking. Describe what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. Let me check my plan for today. I think I'll wear blue. Don't filter. Don't correct. Just speak. Later, add feelings and plans. I feel tired, but I want to stay productive. After lunch, I'll study for a while. This is how English becomes your internal voice. And when English becomes your inner voice, speaking becomes natural. Build an English brain. What do you observe? The sky is so cloudy it might rain. Sentence by sentence. Thought by thought. You are building an English brain. But what if you don't know how to say something? Perfect. That's when real learning happens. Say it in a simple way. If you want to say, I have to vacuum the floor, but you don't know the word vacuum, say, I have to clean the floor with that machine. Your brain will find a way. And over time, the correct word will appear naturally. This is how real learning works. Turn your life into an English classroom. Transform your environment into your classroom. When you're walking, describe the street. When you're shopping, talk about what you need. When you're eating, talk about taste, smell, and feeling. When you're resting, talk about your day. You are no longer learning English. You are living in English. You don't need a teacher to speak. You don't need a class. You don't need permission. You are the teacher. Your life is the lesson. Your mind is the microphone. Talk to yourself in English every day, and your fluency will rise faster than you expect. Make speaking a daily habit. One of the biggest reasons people don't become fluent is not lack of knowledge. It's lack of consistency. They practice only when they feel motivated. Only when they have free time. Only when the mood is right. And that moment rarely comes. Fluency doesn't come from random practice. It comes from daily, focused speaking. That's why you must create a daily English speaking time. This habit is simple, powerful, and used by successful language learners around the world. Most people fail because they rely on motivation instead of systems. If speaking depends on your mood, it won't last. If speaking is scheduled, it becomes automatic. How to build your daily speaking routine. Choose one time of day that never changes. Morning, evening, any time is fine. What matters is consistency. When your brain knows that at the same time every day you speak English, it stops resisting. It starts preparing. Make a simple plan so you never ask yourself, what should I say? You can describe your day. Talk about something that made you emotional. Give advice to an imaginary person. Tell a real story from your life. Watch a short video and explain it in your own words. Structure creates consistency. Consistency creates fluency. Speak out loud. Use your voice. Use your body. Speak like you mean it. If possible, record yourself once or twice a week. Not to judge, but to see progress. Track your streak. Don't break it. Over time, speaking English won't feel like practice anymore. It will feel like part of who you are. Speak first. Fix later. This is one of the most important rules of fluency. Speak first. Fix later. If you stop in the middle of sentences to correct yourself, fluency dies. Speaking is a live skill, not a written test. Fluent speakers don't panic over mistakes. They keep going. Even native speakers say things like,